Good morning, everybody. It is day 3 of Vlogmas. It is off to a great start. I wake up every morning and my bangs do something funny and new, and it's a thrill. Today we have putting up more ornaments on our Christmas tree, and I'm gonna put it out there, fingers crossed, that I could find battery-powered lights for the Christmas tree that I put up in our stairwell. It is looking quite sad, and we do have some decorations for it as well, but it's missing lights. And as I've mentioned previously, I don't want to be putting extension cords and having wires all over the place. I just think it will kill the vibe. Right, Emma? Oh, she found my phone. Anyways, I'm about to enjoy some coffee, have our little morning routine. Mark has painted, did a little refresh of our trim in the house, so it is looking quite nice. I find it hilarious that when Emma does not want to wear something, she like throws it in far corners where she thinks I won't find it. I have found vests and jackets by the garbage bin, and now her pants that she didn't want me bringing downstairs is right there. Why do you throw your pants? Can we put the phone away? Yeah, can we put the phone back where you found it? Oh no, she's gonna hide with it. Emma, here, let's have some breakfast. Let's have a banana. And let's put the phone away. Put it up there. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. Bye. All right, Emma, what do you want to watch this morning? Lala? Lala or Bluey? Bluey, yeah, yeah, yeah? Bluey? Or Lala? Is it Bluey or Yaya? Lala? I really need to find my tripod because I'm gonna be like, I can't be bending over like this throughout Vlogmas. Anyways, just about to make breakfast. Emma's usual and my usual go-to is oats with some shredded apple, cinnamon, yogurt. Yeah, it seems to be the go-to. She has a few bites and then I finish the rest, and she usually attacks the yogurt. She has been loving yogurt. I found a brand when I was visiting my friend Jess called Siggy's, and it is actually a brand that I've been eyeing for some time because I'm such a sucker for branding, and I loved their font, but I wasn't really eating yogurt at the time. I've since reintroduced yogurt into my life. I've dabbled with coconut yogurts and non-dairy yogurts, and I found some really good ones. There is one called Yugo, and it is 10 out of 10 for non-dairy yogurts, but Siggy's for dairy yogurt, it's the skyr styled yogurt. Oh my gosh, we have gone through containers and containers of yogurt. Emma's breakfast is almost ready. Emma's breakfast's almost ready. Emma's. The banana, her little station, she brought up the crayons and the coloring book. Are you coloring Bluey? Oh, I love you so much. Oh. Candy canes. Candy canes. Candy canes. Thank goodness you don't like it because it's from last year. Oh, look at this sloth, Emma. This is one of my favorites. Little sloth on a stick. I think I actually got this several years ago at Whole Foods. Emma, do you want to put one up on the Christmas tree? Or were you showing which one you like? Which one does Emma like? That one? Not the car? I thought you would have liked the car for sure. Okay, do you want to put the sloth somewhere? Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, okay. Oh, the battery's flashing here. What about the rainbow? So I just got cozy. It's the afternoon. Emma's napping. She went down a little bit later, but that's all right. She's gonna get some rest, and so I'm following suit. Christmas tree is done downstairs. We don't have a topper. We do in fact have a topper, but it's too heavy and it keeps falling. And I'm gonna leave it up to fate of finding possibly a new topper. I don't know where this topper came from. I don't know if it was Mark's or if my mom had gotten it for us. I maybe got it. I don't know, but it could be time for a new topper. Let me show you. I was kind of enjoying laying down, but case it up. Okay, so here we have the garland above the fireplace, the mantle, as you call it. These I love. They've taken on a new shape over the years, but that's okay. Here's the topper. We'll find a new home for him. But I had dehydrated some oranges. I've been loving that. I did that one year just for drink garnishes. I think I used it for Mark's birthday. And then these, believe it or not, I found these at Walmart one year. And I thought they were lovely, and they're super durable too. They're like a really thick cardboard. They've lasted many, many years. Yeah, and just more oranges, more of these cute angels. A little fawn and her mom. And then we have the tree. We have more oranges. I love these felt ornaments. I find a lot of them at HomeSense. I have purchased some from HomeSense as well. I mean, Whole Foods. What did I say there? I've purchased some from Whole Foods, but I find a lot of them at HomeSense. I think this was a Whole Foods one. This one as well. I saw this one year and I was like, a must. He needs to come home with me and sleep on my Christmas tree. We've got this cute cow that actually has a bell on it. And this year, this is a new one from HomeSense, as is this little piggy. Yeah, and then we just have some rando ones that we've collected over the years. My stepmom gave me some of her ornaments. I love this silly guy. He's wrapped in lights. Some kid-made ones, which are super cute. I love those from Mark's Kids. These balls I got from my stepmom as well. I was avoiding them because of dogs and now Emma, but they're plastic, so they don't break. Emma loves this one because she has red cars on her Christmas PJs, and I'd totally forgotten about this one, but she saw it in the box and she was like, car, car, rainbow, cuteness. And then we have some more. I obviously have a theme of woodland, which is really funny because Emma's room is also a woodland theme that I hope she grows into and enjoys, because if she doesn't, I'll be changing that. I'd like to get decals for her room. There's a big wall, and I was envisioning wallpaper until the wallpaper overwhelmed me and I just couldn't decide. And I thought an easier way to enter the world of wall transformation that's not paint are decals. So I found a really awesome one online. I'm just debating if I should get, you know, like unicorns and dragons, or if I should stick with the woodland themed. So that's my story. That's my little Christmas home update. We've been slowly chipping away at some renos as well. I don't know if I mentioned that in the vlog yesterday, but we're painting the trim. We painted the mantle. We got a new like entertainment unit, which has completely transformed the whole place. I'm obsessed with it. And we're gonna paint the walls and just zhuzh up the place a little bit more. So there is areas of clutter, but if you know me, you know I love a good pile. I'm okay with messy, organized piles. Like if we have a pile of Emma's crayons and we have a pile of, you know, paint and tools in one section, but when it's all over the place and it's like, you know, strewn over the living room, which it was this morning, my anxiety goes up, and immediately like something in my brain is like, start cleaning, compartmentalize these, you know, make homes for this mess. I don't know what that is. Is that OCD? I'm sure some sort of mild form of it. Whatever. Yeah, so the rest of the day when Emma wakes up, I'd like to hop in a bath, or shower rather, and get dinner going, maybe more cozy afternoon. I didn't end up making that mushroom soup yesterday. We had some leftover pasta that I was still like so excited for. I'm not a leftovers person, but this pasta went from tomato sauce to rosé sauce, and I was like, truth be told, I could probably eat it again, but we don't have it anymore. So I didn't want to make too much food, so mushroom soup it is today. I just finished the box of those shortbread cookies with the chocolate chunk in the middle. It didn't last. It didn't last 24 hours. This is why I don't buy those cookies. Granted, I do only enjoy shortbread this time of year. I love those Scottish ones. Are they called? I think they're just called Scots shortbread. I love those. They're a little bit too buttery for me. Something about the butter and the chocolate like cancels each other out, and I love it. I love those cookies so much. I did want to say that Whole Foods doesn't have, the one here at least, doesn't have a strong like biscuit game. I've gotten heavily into biscuits because I've reintroduced tea in my afternoons and or tea in the evening. Regardless of when I'm having tea, I do like a little cookie. And we do have Christie's digestives and whatnot, but there's something about a European biscuit, and I call them biscuits because they're not cookies, it's a biscuit. That's like buttery and velvety and like crunchy and like ever so slightly sweet. I guess the closest would be arrowroot cookies, again made by Christy. Whole Foods didn't have an alternative or like a healthy, clean ingredient one. They didn't have any. So I often find these biscuits at Longo's or No Frills. So yeah, I've gone on a little bit of a tangent, but I'm just gonna unwind here with Winston. Oops, sorry, I startled him. I'm just gonna unwind here with Winston. The floor is so comfortable. We got some new pillows that we can just throw around everywhere. I'm in Mark's sweater because I don't have sweaters like this. And he probably thinks it. He doesn't say it, but he's probably like, why don't you get them? And they're just not as comfortable as his are. Comment below if you agree. Like, I'll buy oversized hoodies for myself and I'll take one of his, and his is just like off the Richter cozy. So December is a busy month for obvious reasons, but also it is Mark's birthday. So I was just going through the list of things that I had made for early December so as to not forget. I'm crossing them off, and I landed on gifts. So Mark's birthday is already planned. I don't know if you can hear me, but he's downstairs. Wow, my hair. What's going on? I could make a montage of all the times that I say what's going on with my hair. Anyways, we'll address that later. His birthday's planned. It is such a relief. And I'm not going to share too much because he's probably, or he might be helping me edit the videos, so I'm going to keep my lips sealed. But gifts. So Christmas is funny because I am way more, so first of all, I like to give and receive love through acts of service and quality time. Gifts somehow have fallen lower on the list simply because I guess all those people that, you know, immediate friends, immediate family, extended family, I would rather do something for them than give them a gift. And so a lot of my gifts end up being more thoughtful or more kind of like haha, like an inside joke, and or things that we can do together. I would much rather love to offer a gift of like a family vacation that I just cover and we all go to Hawaii, or we're all going away to a cabin or skiing, versus buying gifts. So all this to say is I wish I was better with gifts. So I'm trying to put that hat on of, you know, what are great gifts for those in my life. And if you're like me, hopefully some of these tips can inspire you as well. So starting with Emma, because she is the easiest to shop for. Toddler gifts for almost 2-year-olds. She is now beginning to show more of an interest in things. I've seen her go through phases of, all of these phases have started, nothing has ended, nothing has like been put away. So she personally loves cars. She loves looking at them outside. Whenever we go to the bookstore, she sees the little rack with cars. I've bought her a couple of those die-cast cars. She has like a VW van. I most recently got her Magnetiles, and she is in love with them. She is such an observer, so she'll watch, you know, me or Mark play with them. For the first few times of play, we'll build, you know, a tower or a structure, and she'll be like knocking it down. But most recently she started adding tiles of her own, or, you know, I'll start building something and she'll add on to that. So Magnetiles, girls and boys, I feel, would love. For Christmas, my sister got her the Melissa and Doug like ice cream parlor. Her friend had one and she loved it, and I feel like this is like one of those like staple toys, like every kid has it. So she's gonna get that for Christmas, and I'm continuing to introduce her to new things. So what I noticed, and I'm kind of excited for, because I think I was mostly shy to do this, but she loves putting on like a blanket and calling it like a shawl, and she'll grab like a purse and walk around with it. So I've caught her a few times putting things into the purse as well. So I was gonna buy her a purse, and yeah, she's gonna get some stuffies, coloring books. She loves Bluey, so anything Bluey is like totally acceptable. I don't want to go too overboard because I don't want the house to turn into a Bluey house. But yeah, I'm still learning. And she did get a play kitchen that we still need to assemble. So I can't wait to see how she engages with that, and if that'll offer more independent play. I feel like at Almost Two, independent play is crucial for both mama, caregivers, fathers, but also for the children. So a lot of the toys that I'm offering her to play with is really to get her focused and hone in on the task at hand, and have her brain like, you know, working and firing off. And independent play for me is the goal. Selfish as it may sound, I think it's very important. And independent play really means like I'm sitting probably 2 feet away from her. We've been coloring, so I'm gonna find some more coloring books because all the coloring books have been colored in. So yeah, for toddlers, I would really, if you were to ask me, I would say keep on exploring and offering new toys for, you know, fostering independent play and getting, you know, the brain firing off in different ways, promoting imagination. All of that stuff is important for me. So creativity, imagination, out of the box thinking, that's really what I try and foster for her, because I feel like in my 20s it was a lot of like breaking out of that box. A lot of my 30s is continuing to break out of the box and be comfortable with being out of the box. So I want her right off the bat to be out of the box, creative, and confident in her decisions. So toys and gifts that foster that, I'm all for. Now, parents, siblings, friends. So I wish I was better at buying locally. I wish I was better at collecting gifts throughout the year for friends. I am one of those people where when I'm on the spot, I blank, I freeze, and I forget everything. But you know, over the course of a year, you hear like, oh, and I always say, Marsha, start a note in your phone when a cute gift idea comes up, or if there's a little hint, you know, reference this note. So I haven't done that, but maybe 2025 will be the year I do that. I really would love to shop more small, shop locally, and support independent businesses. And now I would love to even more so craft my own gifts to some varying degree. I know it's a handful when you have a almost 2-year-old, but I would love to give gifts of like a jar with all the ingredients for cookies. And I don't want to give too much away because I'm hoping that I could do some of this. But for those close in your life, if you are a acts of service or quality time, love language person like myself, things that you guys can do together. So I love board games. I love candles, because if it's your partner or you live at home and it's for your mom, dad, sibling, whoever, you can also partake in the candle as well. Classes, weekend getaways, spa days. I wish, and I'm always looking for cooking classes, particularly like dough and bread. I'd love for Mark and I to go and do something like that, because we can both use a lesson in bread making. So yeah, things that are, you know, and then of course there's gift cards that are always very lack sentiment, but I think are very what's the word that I'm looking for? Like, if you know that somebody needs new makeup, buying them a Sephora gift card takes away the guessing game for you and gives them the gift of treating themselves to Sephora on you. So I am personally a fan of gift cards, but yes. So to summarize, handmade gifts, gifts you can do together, gifts that promote quality time and memories. And lastly, crap, I had one more. What was it? Shoot, it escaped me. My brain is going a million miles an hour, so I should probably end this rant here, but I hope this helps. Yeah. Okay, so I just thought of, there can be yoga classes, flower subscriptions, gifts that keep on giving. And again, I think Christmas is such a time for getting together with the family anyways, that it's less about gifts and more about like cooking together and making those festive memories, skating, hot chocolate, all of that, versus buying a huge gift. I reserve those for birthdays, and even then I'm like, no, I guess birthdays I'm more of like, what do you want? So yeah, let me know your thoughts below. What kind of gifts do you buy your friends and family? And also, what's your love language? Have we opened that conversation yet? I'd love to hear. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.